So 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, I don't remember, on our Liv Abby stories, I had taken a poll to see what kind of content you guys would like to watch, what would interest you, and someone actually offered a really good idea to make a tutorial on these little knots that I love to use so much. You guys follow me, you've seen on my website and on my Instagram all the jewelry pieces that I make using this little knot. I absolutely love them. I swear by them. I have them in every color. They're so easy to make, and you really don't have to get technical with them. You don't have to measure a person's wrist, and you could really make all your jewelry adjustable, which really helps when you're making a lot of them. Granted, Liv Abby only makes 6, 7 at the most of anything. So, but 6 or 7, one person, you need something that is a little bit quicker than measuring exactly. And so I love doing these, and I think it's a cool idea, so we're gonna do them. So a little disclaimer, I'm pretty sure these knots have a technical name. I tried to Google them before I started the video, but I couldn't find them. So if you know them, share them with me. Also, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do, what you need to have to make them. I'm sure that this spool of cordon, that's all I know how it is. I don't know its technical name. If you know it, share it with me. You're gonna need this. You're gonna need a pair of scissors, and you're gonna need a little tube like this. And those are the 3 items you're gonna need. If you don't have a tube like this, you could use a straw, pitillo, sorbete, whatever you like to call it. It's essential for using them. So for this little tutorial, we're not gonna need a lot of material. I think I could get maybe 2 or 3 knots out of this. It really depends, personal choice, how much you wanna cut, how much you wanna use. I do want you to see the frayed ends. If for whatever reason your straw is small, mine is not, it's fine. You can always burn the tips, and that will help slide the straw easily through. So I kind of like to burn it at an angle and squeeze the tip. But be careful, don't get burned. You squeeze the tip so it's more like a needle point. This will also help when you're doing your jewelry. You see this pearl with a wide mouth. You're gonna be able to stick it easier through. Well, not this pearl in particular. Apparently she doesn't want to cooperate. But you get the idea. Let me see, let me try one more. See if we have any luck with this. Ah, this one came through. So you see? That is one of the perks about burning the ends. But for learning how to do it, unless your straw is small, you don't really need to burn the tips every time that you do it. So you grab the cord, you put the tube on. You always start from this end back. And my favorite look is the 3 wraparounds. It's a personal choice. You could do 2, 4. I usually do 3 wraparounds here, and then towards the closing I might do 4, depending on how much material I have. So, but also keep in mind, the more knots or wraparound you use, the more material you consume. So make sure that you cut a long length if you're gonna like to do a lot of wraparounds too. So you'll start with 1, 2, 3, and then this bottom piece, you're going to put it right through here. It's gonna come out the side. You're gonna slide the tube through, and then you're just gonna pull. There you go. Here's 1 knot. Slide it off. Let's use that 1 pearl just to show you how to do it with something in between. Then you grab the seam. You do 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. through. And now I'm gonna pull my knot a little bit down because there's a lot of space between the knots and the pearl. So as you can tell, do it very carefully though, because sometimes the knot really goes ugly. So if you do it and it came out still nice, then when I'm ready, just pull. I didn't really push that one down in particular, but you kind of get the idea. So you'll continue doing that on. Let's see, I have more on this side. It's becoming just a little bit challenging right now because I'm running out of material, but you still see it. So you have 3 little knots. And lastly, for all the people who ask me how to tie just the ends together to make this, let's pretend we have this knotted because the one that I was using is too small. So let's pretend we have it knotted. What I would recommend is that you knot your ends. Let's pretend it's completely completed. So you knot your ends. You could do what I did. If you don't have much material, this is the one that I use. If I happen to have a lot of material because I cut it that way, I will use the tubing thing. So for example, it'll be like this. Let me just push a little bit more through so I have more. 1, 2. You put it through. So these are your finishing options. Whether you have, it just really basically depends on how much material you have left. So we want to tie our bracelet like so. You see, put them like that. We'll get another piece of string and we'll put them in a straight line. And then we'll repeat the process. We'll get the extra piece of string. You'll go 1, 2, and you wrap it around all the strings underneath. 3, I usually do 4, but 3 is fine for this purpose. See, how do you know the difference between your ends of the bracelet and the one that you have to cut off? I didn't put a knot on it, so that's how I know. You squeeze through, then you'll go ahead and cut the ends. You don't know how many mistakes I've done before when I started learning because I didn't tie the ends and then I didn't know when I cut the wrong thing. So then you'll burn the little frayed edge there to secure it, like so. I'll do the same for this one. And then the tips look really ugly like that, so what I usually do is just I cut a little bit and then I burn the tips. Now your bracelet is functional. See? Voila! You've completed your tutorial. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for sitting with me with this little tutorial. I hope you guys learned how to make these knots. If you have any questions or need any clarifications, message me. Also, I would love, 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 love any ideas that you guys might want to see an IGTV from Liv Abby, or even ideas for a collection. I have plenty, but you know, I love teamwork and I love ideas from other people. Maybe I didn't think of it, so I welcome those as well. And if you can clarify what the technical term of this knot is and let me know, it is also very much welcome. Thank you guys, and see you soon.